Hey guys, so the time has finally come. If you're from my Instagram, you know I've been wanting to make some YouTube videos for a really long time now, and everyone has been asking, so here I finally am. Today I'm going to walk you through this painting step by step with all the materials that you need. So personally, I used oil paints, but by no means does that mean you can't use acrylic paints. It's just going to make it a little bit tougher to blend just because they dry so quick. So let's get started. Okay, time for the voiceover. Here I am just showing you my supplies and materials that I used. So I have my canvas, my really messy palette, and then my reference photo along with all my paints and paintbrushes. So the canvas I used is just a 9x12, and then I have my jar with Gamsol in it. I use it to clean my brushes, but I also use it in my paintings, and if you want me to go more in depth to the supplies I use, let me know and I'll make a video about oil painting supplies. And then my really messy palette, I know I should clean it, but I haven't. It's just a piece of glass with some tape on the edges. And then my reference photo that I got from Pinterest. So I'll link my Pinterest down below if you want to find it. Okay, so these are the only colors you're going to need. I have titanium white, and then for my blues, I have ultramarine and phthalo. And then I also use cadmium yellow medium and quinacridone magenta. I'll also list them in the description so you can find them there too. Here I just have the few brushes that I use for oil painting, along with my palette knife, which I use to mix my colors with. So here's the color I mixed up for the sky. It's just equal parts of both blue and then some magenta. And then I mixed up the colors for the clouds, so I made a few lighter shades along with some darker ones for the shadows, and I basically just kept looking back at my reference photo to see if they were close or not. And then I just did a really basic sketch of the painting, and then I blocked in some colors just to get that base layer on, and then later to go back and add details. And then here I'm just using a smaller brush and taking the paint all the way out to the edges to start to get that blend. So then from there I just took a darker shade of pink and I started adding in where the shadows would go. So then once I had the base layers done, I just took a smaller brush and started blending out the edges of the cloud along with adding some details. And then here's where it's super helpful to have a reference photo, especially when you're painting clouds, because then you can start to see where the shadows and the different layers should go. Honestly, I used to be really bad at painting clouds, but over time I just put effort and time into it, and sometimes it just takes hard work, and that goes for anything in life. To really help get that cloud effect, I grabbed this big brush and it was dry, and I basically just blended out some of the edges to help give it that smooth look. And then for the moon and the stars, I just grabbed a mechanical pencil and I just dipped that in titanium white and added them in. It makes it a lot easier than trying to use a really small paintbrush. But in the end, I actually did end up going back in with a really small paintbrush just to help touch up the moon. Thank you guys so much for watching. If anyone got inspired by this or you recreated it, let me know. Tag me or send it to me. I would love to see. So I hope you guys have an amazing and wonderful day. Bye.